Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Van Taylor Stadium on the campus of Lander University for today's Peach Belt Conference match between the USC Aiken Pacers and your Lander University Bearcats. At this time, we'll introduce the starters for today's match. First, the visitors from USC Aiken. Number 1, Leonardo Targia. Number 2, Thomas Kretschmar. Number 6, Gregory Bennett. Number 8, Kento Ito. Number 9, Aaron Richard. Number 10, Andre Simmond. Number 11, Driss Barakat. Number 12, Daniel Orlak. Number 15, Chukwudi Apugo. Number 18, Dave Stone. And number 25, Jorvel Tobier. The Pacers are coached by Ike Ofji and assisted by Eugene Ishun Phillips. And now the starters for your Lander University Bearcats. A sophomore from Canberra, Australia, number 1, Dean Cowdroy. Sophomore from Basingstoke, England, number 2, George Knight. A junior from Enfield, England, number 3, Richard Bryan. Junior from Newcastle, England, number 4, Jordan Skelton. Senior from Haverhill, England, number 5, Ian Folger. Senior from Swindon, England, number 9, Sam Lofts. Sophomore from Motherwell, Scotland, number 16, Robbie Young. Junior from Patia, Sweden, number 18, Sia Jamdar. Junior from Basildon, England, number 20, Tyler Bolton. Freshman from Jovic, Norway, number 22, Lars Kvesith. And a sophomore from Talleyrand, France, number 31, Corentin Demutin. Bearcats are coached by Lee Squires and assisted by James Smith and Rob Seaton. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Fans, the Peach Belt Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators.
Hello and welcome again to Van Taylor Stadium. This is the second of today's doubleheader. This time it's the men's team squaring off. Going to run through the starting lineups with you real quick. First for the visiting Pacers. Wearing number 1 and in goal, Leonardo Targia. Wearing number 2 and the defender, Thomas Kretschmar. Number 6, playing in midfield, Gregory Bennett. Number 8, playing in midfield, Kento Ito. Number 9, a forward, Aaron Richard. Number 10, a midfielder, Andre Simmond. Number 11, a midfielder, Driss Barakat. Number 12, a forward, Daniel Oriek. Number 15, a forward, Chukwudi Apugo. And number 18, a defender, Dave Stone. And number 25, a midfielder, Jorvel Tobier. The head coach for USC Aiken is Ike Ofji. Now the starting lineup for the Bearcats. In goal is number 1, Dean Cowdroy. The back line for the Bearcats is number 2, George Knight. Number 3, Richard Bryan. Number 4, Jordan Skelton. And number 5, Ian Folger. Playing up top for the Bearcats is number 9, Sam Lofts. Also a forward is number 16, Robbie Young. 18 in midfield, Sia Jamadar. Also in midfield, number 20, Tyler Bolton. Also in midfield, number 22, Lars Kvesith. And rounding out the starting lineup for Lander is number 31, Corentin Demutin. And we are underway. Bearcats come into the game with a record of 8-2, ranked number 19 in the nation. USC Aiken comes into the game with a record of 3 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. They are 1-2 in Peach Belt play, whereas the Bearcats are currently undefeated. Going to be a goal kick for Caldroy. Knight with it now. He's looking for Brian, unable to link up, so it'll be a pacer throw in. Bennett with the throw in was looking for a Pugo, couldn't find him, and now it's Demutin with it. Caldroy over to Skelton. Now Bolton. Jamadar. Back to Folger. Now Knight. Lofts. Young. Back to Knight. To Lofts. And then cleared away by Tobier. And the shot from Richard Bryan goes wide. So that'll be a goal kick for Targia. Targia, a freshman from Milan, Italy. Skelton. Good defending there from the Bearcat captain. And foul called on the Bearcat, so it'll be a free kick for Aiken. Free kick is going to be a goal kick. Pugo got to it but couldn't put it on target. Pugo is a sophomore from Abuja, Nigeria. Caldroy sends it into the midfield. Knight finds Jamadar. Ito is there, but so is Robbie Young. And that's going to be a throw-in for the Pacers. Knight again connecting with a header. But now it's Simmond. Simmond looking for Barrackett. Finds him, but Barrackett now going to take the throw in. No, he's not. He's going to let Dave Stone take the throw in. Stone crosses this one in. Knight is there. Now Ito with it, and his shot is right at Caldroy. No real trouble for him. Now Stone with it. Kvesith loses it away, but gets it back. Now Jamadar. Back to Knight. Knight slips past Ito. Jamadar. Bolton. Now back to Ian Folger. Robbie Young turns and moves forward, tries to thread it through to Lofts, but can't. It's intercepted. Now Simon with it. Kvesith with the interception, moves forward. Lofts, now Young turns and is leveled by Kretschmar. And Ito's slide tackle sends that out, so it'll be a Bearcat throw in. Bryant takes it in turns. Was trying to link up with Kvesith, but couldn't. Now Young. Robbie Young with it for the Bearcats. Brian Young again on the right wing. Manages to stay on his feet. And that goes out off of a pacer, so it will be another Lander throw in. Lofts. Now Knight with it. Loses it away, and now Ito has it. Ito trying to link up with Richard, but can't. So now it's Jamadar with it for the Bearcats. Lofts looking for Young. Young taken down. Tobier, the one called for the foul. And going to have a free kick from a dangerous spot just outside the 18 box. And it's Robbie Young going to line up and take it. Targia is lining up his wall. And Young tried to send it between the legs, but now Kvesith has it, and he's taken down. Again, outside the box, but just barely. This time it was Bearcat that had the foul. And now it's going to be Brian that takes this free kick. He's got Young, Folger, Skelton, Lofts all in the box, but he tried to take it on. It's headed away. That's going to be a throw in for the Bearcats. Robbie Young taken down. Very physical presence by the back line of USC Aiken. They're starting to push the limit of the ref's patience. This one is crossed in, but finds the side of the net, so it'll be a goal kick. It's out for a throw-in, going to be for the Bearcats. DeMutin takes the throw-in, quickly sends it to Bolton, now DeMutin. But now Tovier for the Pacers. Foul called on both teams. Don't know why a foul was called, but it was apparently called on the Pacers, so it'll be a free kick for Lander. Now Dave Stone's going to have to go fishing for the ball in the cypress trees. Going to be another throw in. Jamadar wins the header, but is called for a foul. This will be another free kick for Aiken. And headed out by Skelton, but Ito and Jamadar takes it straight to the face, but he's okay. Folger clears that one out. Now Kveseth is marking and wins the ball away. And then it goes out off of Tobier, so it will be throw in for the Bearcats, which is quickly taken and then cleared forward. Simon. Now Lofts looking for Brian, but unable to connect. It's now Tarja. Has it at his feet. Asking his team to move forward. Folger wins the header, and a powerful header at that. And now Knight. Lofts looking for Brian.
Well, they thought that she did, so she was in a boot, and then they did a bone scan and it didn't, and then the next day she was back in a boot, so they don't really know what's going on.
Knight.
I saw her like every like consecutive day, and she was like, I don't even know anymore.
And that's going to be a free kick for Lander. Foul called on Barricade. Simmond moving forward. Robbie Young marking. And foul is called on Young. This will be a free kick for Aiken. Kveseth crosses it over. Now Richard Bryan with it. Thought about sending it forward to Lofts, but decided to go back instead. Now Jamadar. Tobier. Now over to Kento Ito, who can't connect, and it'll be out for a Bearcat throw-in. And it's George Knight who trots over to take it. It goes to Bolton. Now Jamadar. Over to Kveseth. Kveseth was double teamed and lost possession.
I will never live that down. And that's when I'll be mad. Well, like,
Now Folger.
I'm gonna be in a big hole if they go. They're not gonna go.
Knight with it now. Back to Skelton. Bolton moving forward, no one marking. Finally, Ito steps up. But now Brian has it for the Bearcats moving forward. Now Knight on the right wing crosses it in, but it goes behind the goal, so it'll be a goal kick. Bolton, Brian, Simon, a foul called on some Lander player. So it'll be a free kick for Aiken, and it's going to be taken by the Brazilian freshman Thomas Kretschmar. No, it's not. He's just the one that lined it up. Now Bennett. Ito double teamed and couldn't keep possession of it, so it'll be a Bearcat throw in. Another Lander throw in. And another. Now Bolton got Richard marking. Bolton has to backtrack, find Skelton. Skelton looking for Young, but it's going to go out for an Aiken throw in. Offs Bolton. Now Knight. Oriak finds Ito. Ito tried to thread it through, but Folger was there. Now Bolton moving forward finds Jamadar. Now over to DeMutin. Bolton again. Over on the right wing to Bryan. Bryan cuts in, looks for Young, but Tarja is there. Now Lofts. Bryan with it, but Tobier wins it away. Now Simon off of him, so it'll be a throw in. Knight takes it. Bennett was there. It's going to be a foul called on Jamadar, so it'll be a free kick. Now Lofts back to Jamadar. Bolton. Bryan. Now Georgia Knight. He's got Ito marking, and Ito called for the foul. Bryan's going to take the free kick. Looking for Jordan Skelton, and he found him, but Skelton's header was off target. Just over the crossbar. Skelton wins the header. Ordiak, Simon. Simon showing some skills. That's going to be a Pacer throw-in. Mutin with the seal out, so it'll be a goal kick.
Substitutions for the Bearcats coming in number 10, Alexander Cox Ashwood. Number 12, Sinclair Sandy. Number 15, Joshua Berkey. And number 24, Jamie Miller.
All right, 3 subs. Number 10, Alexander Cox Ashwood. Number 12, Sinclair Sandy. Number 24, Jamie Lunn. And one more. I believe it's number 15, Joshua Birdie, in the game. Folger with back pass to Caldroy, who sends it forward.
What was that for?
Lunn now.
Why did you punch me?
Now Sandy. Over to Knight. But one away by Oriak. Now Simon. Stone. Cox Ashwood pass off target.
You should put lights at the cover. Look at right here. I got 3. One whole area.
Sinclair Sandy wins the ball away. He's fouled by Gregory Bennett. Free kick's going to be taken by George Knight. He takes it back to Skelton. Over to Folger. Now Richard Bryan. Bolton back to Bryan. Looking for Sinclair Sandy. Sandy unable to keep it in play. It'll be a goal kick for Targia. Another substitution. This time is for the Pacers. Into the game is number 19, Samuel Andrews. Kreshmar sealing Lunn out. And a hard tackle, and probably it is going to be a yellow card issued to Thomas Kreshmar. freshman from Porto Alegre, Brazil. Sinclair Sandy winning that one, but a good tackle from Kretschmar, so it'll be a throw in for the Bearcats. Cox Ashwood with it. And he wins a corner kick for the Bearcats.
George, you need to. Are you ready? Your coach just went running. Not that one. Other one. You literally just sprinted.
And it's going to be Cox Ashwood that takes it, and he takes it quickly to Birdie. Birdie on the outside edge of the box, but it's headed out. Good defense there from Kretschmar. Cal Troy sends this one forward looking for Skelton, who's still up top. Skelton now making his way back. Now Knight goes over to Birdie, who crosses it in and found Cox Ashwood, but his shot was off target. It'll be a throw in for the Pacers. Caldroy over to Richard Bryan. In to see a Jamadar. Now Skelton. Jamadar. Sandy. Skelton again. Jamadar. Back to Folger. Bryan. Lunn. Jamadar. Cox Ashwood. Turns. He's got Richard marking. Now Sandy finds Cox Ashwood, and his cross is corralled by Tarja. Tarja's kick goes forward. Skelton. Stereotypical Jordan Skelton winning a header. And Knight there for the interception. Now Sinclair Sandy on the right wing cuts it into Ashwood. But Sinclair Sandy was cut down himself by Gregory Bennett. So that'll be a free kick. Now Sandy on the right wing crosses it in, unable to connect with any of his teammates, but Richard Bryan tracks it down, keeps it in play. And Folger's over to get it. Now Bolton with it. Lunn. Bolton. Sandy again. Sandy slipping past. Tried to find Knight, but he lost his footing. Folger with a back pass to Caldroy. Now Skelton. Looking for Sandy. Finds him. Tarjia's out of position, but he finds his position. But Sandy still finds the back of the net. Sinclair Sandy opens the Bearcats' account today with 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go. That is Sinclair Sandy's first goal of the year. The junior from London opening his account this year.
Subs for Aiken in number 7, Roberto Bendico, and number 14, Thomas Jurgensen.
Subs for the Pacers, number 14, Thomas Jurgensen, and number 7, Roberto Bendico in for Aiken.
17 for 6. 17.
Also coming in for Aiken, number 17, Brett Smith.
Also in the game for Aiken is number 17, Brett Smith. Oriak unable to find anybody, and now Skelton's going to send it back to Caldroy, who sends it back to him. Now Folger, Jamadar, Bryan slips past Barrackett, but unable to get past the rest of the midfield. But Jamadar's there now. Sinclair Sandy again slips past. And now Jamadar sends it over the crossbar. Good opportunity there. Jamadar was about 6 inches too high. So that'll be a goal kick for Leonardo Targia. It'll be a goal kick for Targia. I have another substitution for USC Aiken coming up.
Substitution for Aiken coming in number 5, Giuseppe Seminio.
And it's going to be number 5, Giuseppe Seminio. Now Cox Ashwood finds Sandy. Tonight, Sandy again over to Cox Ashwood. Sandy again on the right wing, crosses it in, looking for Lunn. Bad clearance at first. But eventually it is cleared out. Folger with it now for Lander. He goes back to Skelton. Who goes back to Folger. Looking for and finds Jamadar. Back to Birdie. And Kreshmar was there to clear it out, and that is going to be a corner kick for Lander.
Corner for Lander.
Thought about taking it quickly to Birdie, but sends it in and didn't connect with anybody except for, I believe, a USC Aiken player. Yep. So it'll be a throw in for the Bearcats. Now Knight crosses it in and headed in. See ya, Jamadar.
Goal scored by number 18. See ya, Jamadar. Assisted by number 2, George Knight.
That is Jamadar's third goal of the year. And it's good for a 2-0 lead here with a little over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Cox Ashwood battling Tobier. Going to be a throw in for Lander. And cleared out. So it'll be another throw in for the Bearcats. Skelton trying to find Lund, but it's cleared out by Perez. Gonna be another throw in. Birdie with it. Put one away by Tobier. And that's going to be a foul called on George Knight. Looks like it's going to be possibly being Dicho. No, it's not. It was Brett Smith that took it, and he sailed it high and wide. That's going to be a throw-in as we're under a minute to go. Lund trying to get to it, but now Tobier. Lund wrecking havoc, pestering the back line. Skelton goes all the way back to Caldroy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And Caldroy clears this.
Fans, that'll do it for the first
So
half.
that'll do it for the first half. Bearcats head into halftime with a 2-0 lead. You're watching Bearcat men's soccer here on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network.
this time we're going to start our halftime entertainment with a game of musical chairs. We will begin the contest in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you to all of our participants for participating in our musical chairs.
And we're back underway. New keeper in goal for the Pacers. Number 01, Chase Bolton, senior from Gilbert, Arizona. Folger. Now Kvesic. Jamadar trying to thread it through the lofts, but couldn't. Bolton loses it to Tobier. Robbie Young stiff-armed by Tobier. Now Caldroy sends it forward and out of play. Robbie Young clearing it out. Skelton doing it again. Now over to Barricade. Barricade shot finds the upper 90. That was an unbelievable shot from Dries Barricade, the Tunisian native. Put the Pacers on the board. And now, within the first 3 minutes, the whole dynamic of this game has changed. Robbie Young, now Richard Bryan over to Kvesic. Now Bryan, bad first touch, and it's cleared out. Now Auriac, Barricade, Folger. Gonna be a throw in for the Pacers. Jamadar trying to find lofts. Can't. Bolton marking. And he's going to be... No, thought I heard a whistle. I didn't. Bolton won the ball and cleared it out. But now it's with Stone over to Barricade. Kvesic. Gonna play the advantage. Richard Bryan moving forward. Cuts in. Now Lofts with it. And Lofts, the referee's flag went up. So Lofts was called offsides. A late call, but a call nonetheless. Now Tobier. Tobier. A good slide tackle from Skelton to win it away. Robbie Young goes back to Richard Bryan. Now Jamadar with it. Looking for Sandy, but too much on it, so it'll be a goal kick. Knight to Bolton. Back to Knight. Now Skelton all the way back to Caldroy. Folger looking for options. Young. Stone now for the Pacers. And Robbie Young. Slow to get up. Now Young slips past and chips it over and finds the back of the net. That is how you get revenge on a player who just fouled you. You chipped the ball over him. Robbie Young with his first goal of the game, and that will extend the lead back to 2. Bearcats leading 3-1. Sinclair Sandy given credit for the assist. Now Bearcat. Skelton now. Lofts. Back to Jamadar. Young misplays the first touch, loses his footing, and now Dave Stone is off to the races, but he lost possession to Richard Bryan. Got a little ahead of the ball. Stone is a little too fast for his own good there. Sinclair Sandy slipping past Smith. And that's going to be a Bearcat throw in. And I believe that was a handball called on Bolton. Sandy chips this in. Kveseth has it on the opposite wing. Bryan trying to get to it. Now Tobier with it. Kveseth took a tumble, but mostly of his own making. Now Tobier with it, and he decides to take a shot, and it goes about 20 feet wide. So that'll be a goal kick. Knight racing to get to it, but can't. Goes out for a Pacer throw in. Tobier with it now. Loses it to Kveseth, and then a foul called on Tobier. Lofts, a good kick save from Bolton. a corner kick awarded to the Bearcats. But first, we're going to have an injury attended to, but also substitutions, I believe. And it's going to be number 31, Corentin DeMutin, and looks like number 10, Alexander Cox Ashwood. And two substitutions for Aiken as well, Thomas Jurgensen and Gregory Bennett now in the game. And here's Cox Ashwood to take it. And now Sandy with it. His pass was to no one, so that'll be a goal kick for Chase Bolton. Back pass to Bolton, and he sends it forward. Now Bolton moving forward, trying to link up with Cox Ashwood, does. Kretschmar marking, and his pass, he was looking for Lofts but couldn't find him. Now Bearcat. Semenyo. His pass is going to go back for a goal kick. Besseth over to Skelton. Now Knight. Folger. Besseth. Folger. Goes over to Skelton. now called on Skelton.
The last guy was 6 and his thing said 27.
Kretschmar.
Substitutions coming in for Lander, number 33, Daniel Sonnerstedt. And coming in for USC Aiken, number 8, Kento Ito.
Kento Ito now in the game for Aiken. And now in the game for Lander is number 33, Daniel Sonnerstedt. Folger. That's cleared out by Bolton. Folger was looking for DeMutin. Cox Ashwood unable to keep it in. Kretschmar's there. Sonnerstedt, Sandy unable to do anything with it, but Sonnerstedt finds Jamadar. Sandy with it now. Now it's George Knight. And that'll be a throw in for the Bearcats. And Caldroy easily corrals it. Skelton and Caldroy playing keep away from Ito. Foul called on Lander. I believe it was Sonnerstedt. And Parakeet Sent it in and was trying to connect but couldn't, and Sonnerstedt gets to it and clears it away. Now Lofts flicks it to Cox Ashwood, but Kretschmar's there. Eliminates the immediate threat, but it'll be a throw in for the Bearcats. But first, we're going to have a substitution. Sinclair Sandy is going to make way for Jamie Lunn, which means that Alexander Cox Ashwood will move from forward to midfield to make way for the Scottish forward. Demutin now. It's off of Stone. Demutin. Back to Folger. Folger looking for Lunn. Kretschmar's there. But now Cox Ashwood has it on the right wing. Cuts inside. And Lofts couldn't do anything with it, so it'll be a goal kick. Knight goes all the way back to Caldroy, comes out of his box to clear it. That'll be a throw in for the Bearcats. Quickly taken to Jordan Skelton. Sonnerstedt goes back to Caldroy. Trying to thread it through to Kveseth, but Bolton clears it. And now Semenyo has it going the other way on the counterattack for the Pacers. Threads it through for Ito, but good seal out from Skelton to allow Caldroy to collect it. Going to be a throw in for the Pacers. Kretschmar comes forward and clears it, and Demutin goes back to Caldroy. Dangerous play from the Australian sophomore. Lunn trying to get to it. Kretschmar using his superior size to keep him away, but now Lofts has it. And a good kick save from Bolton. Bolton, he has conceded a goal this half, but it's been vastly improved over Tarja today. Now DeMutin on the left wing. He's got Lofts and Lunn looking for Lofts, but Crushmer's there. Now Folger, Jamadar. Over to Cox Ashwood. Lunn indicated that he wants it, and Cox Ashwood gives it away to Tobier. Tobier switches up play over to Bearcat. The lone goal scorer so far for the Pacers. And Simeo sends that right to George Knight. So now Cox Ashwood's headed the other way, finds Lunn. And again, Cox Ashwood on the right wing crosses it in. Lunn is there, and his header is wide left. Good link up there from the Bearcats, and a good idea from Cox Ashwood. Found his man, but Jamie Lunn's header was just a little off target. Jamadar wins that. Now Skelton to Cox Ashwood, who flicks it forward for Knight. So now George Knight has it. He finds Cox Ashwood, who again is on the right wing, but he can't keep it in play. So it'll be a goal kick for Chase Bolton. But now we're going to have a substitution. Two substitutions, one for each.
So we got number 20, Oliver McCallum.
Oliver McCallum is going to come in for the Pacers,
15, Joshua Burton.
and Joshua Birdie is going to come in for Lander. He replaces Lars Kveseth. Bolton entering outside his box with the ball. Finds McCallum. And that's going to be headed out. It'll be a Lander throw in. Now DeMutin. Stone with it. Birdie trying to get there, and did manage to beat Bearcat to it, but it'll be a corner kick for Aiken, and it looks like it's going to be Bearcat taking it. Bearcat curls this one in, and it goes off of Konstantinos. It'll be a goal kick. Knight moving forward, finds Cox Ashwood. Ashwood showing his pace. Now Birdie has it inside the box. Stone marking, and it's going to be poked away by Lofts, and that'll be out for a goal kick. Excuse me, it was offsides. Skelton again wins a header. Now Bearcat is limping. Birdie forced it out. So it'll be another throw in. Birdie again marking Bearcat. And that's headed out this time by Folger. Foul called on Birdie. And it's crossed in and swings around and wide of the goal, so it'll be a goal kick. Caldroy's goal kick, looking for Knight. Instead found Constantinos. Skelton sends it forward. Sonnerstedt finds Lund. Now Knight with it again. Cox Ashwood now for the Bearcats, but one away. Trying to find Sonnerstedt. Birdie's pass was off target. Now it's Perez looking for Bearcat. Folger giving chase, clears it out, so it'll be a throw in. And Ito's shot is right to Caldroy, who smothers it. And the shot from Birdie goes wide. Birdie Jr. from London, England.
It's like you know it or something.
Ito. Lofts tried to find Lund, but his pass was off target. It's now Perez to Tobier. Tobier looking for Bearcat. To Mutin. Folger, now Birdie. Into Jamadar. Sonnerstedt. Over to Knight. Cox Ashwood. Jamadar. Jamadar looking to find and does Jamie Lund. And Lund gives it away to Tobier. Now Cox Ashwood with it for Lander. Goes over to Lund on the right wing. McAllen marking Lund. Line goes back to Knight. Now Jomidar with it. Folger. DeMutin. Jomidar. Looking for and finding Cox Ashwood, but he's called offside. Knight steps up and wins it away, but can't maintain possession. Foul called on Sonnerstedt. And Tobier had to take a seat. He's injured. Going to have 3 substitutions coming up, one of which is going to be for Jorvel Tobier. Coming in for him is Thomas Jurgensen.
Coming in for USC Aiken, number 14, Thomas Jurgensen.
Good save from Caldroy. And right at Caldroy again. Now in the game for the Bearcats is number 28, Luke Narker, freshman from Decatur, Georgia. That'll be a throw-in for the Pacers, but first another substitution for the Pacers. Now in the game, number 4, Conley Waters Jr., sophomore from Lexington, South Carolina. Good defense there from the Pacers. McAllen, Stone, Birdie marking. DeMutin wins the header. And that's going to be out off of Birdie, so it'll be a throw-in. Newton with it now, back to Folger. Folger looking for and finds Narker. Now Jomidar. Skelton. Waters. Foul called on Jomidar. Both he and Simeo took a tumble. Excuse me, Semenio. This one sent in and wide, but Bearcat sent it back into the box, but it's cleared out by DeMutin. And now that shot from Semenio is wide, so it'll be a goal kick for Caldroy. Now under 2 minutes to go. Narker with it now. Finds George Knight. And Birdie with it. He can't keep control of it, so that'll be a goal kick for Bolton. Sonnerstedt going to be called for the foul. Hard tackle on Thomas Jurgensen. Now DeMutin with it. Birdie, DeMutin. DeMutin again. Birdie. And they say it was out of bounds. And the countdown has begun. And that'll do it. Final score today, Bearcats win 3-1 over the visiting USC Aiken Pacers. Stay with us. We'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up shortly. You are watching Bearcat Men's Soccer here on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network. here with our game MVP, Sinclair Sandy. Sinclair, you got your first goal of the year today. How does that feel for you?
It's a great feeling. I'm just happy to be back out on the pitch and playing with all the boys and getting a positive result. Obviously, to get a goal was good for me, but it's just happy to be out there on the pitch.
And speaking of the boys, you guys moved to 5-0 in conference play. What does that do for you moving forward?
It just keeps us all positive. I mean, we've worked so hard off the pitch and on the pitch, and hopefully we keep getting positive results and the hard work does pay off.
All right, that'll do it. Thank you, Sinclair.
Thank you very much.
And for all of us here at Van Taylor Stadium, I'm Hunter Banks. This has been men's soccer on the Bearcat Broadcasting Network.